3, 2, 1.
I don't understand how this is supposed to work. A pickle? And a ball? Oh, hey! Welcome back to Ready, Sweat, Go! Today we are going to learn about, well, pickleball. Justin is going to start us off with the general rules of how to play this interestingly titled sport. Then B is going to prepare us with some tips to consider on communication before you head down to a court to try it out. Finally, Coach Chloe will take us through a workout. All of these things will help make you a big deal on the court. Let's serve up some fun!
In baseball, you run around the bases. In basketball, you shoot the ball into a basket. But in pickleball, you do not eat pickles. Sorry. Well, I guess you could eat some after you play, but it's definitely not part of the rules. Speaking of the rules, let's take a look at them. Pickleball is a little like tennis or ping pong. It's played on a court with a net, paddles, and a perforated plastic ball. You stand on one side of the net, and you use your paddle to hit the ball over to your opponent on the other side of the net. Usually this game is played as doubles, meaning there are two people on each side of the net, so it's a little bit like you're on a team of two. But you can play as singles, or with one person on each side of the net if you choose. Now, the net is on a rectangular court measuring 20 feet wide by 44 feet long, which is much smaller than a tennis court. This includes a 7-foot non-volley zone, also called the kitchen, on both sides of the net. Yeah, I know, the kitchen, pickles, I promise, the sport does not involve food. On the pickleball court, the kitchen is this area close to the net. You're not allowed to step into the kitchen unless the ball bounces in the kitchen first. If that happens, then you can step in and hit the ball. Let's talk a little about serving the ball. Serving the ball, not food, although I am getting hungry for lunch now. Anyways, the game starts with a serve, which is how you get the ball in play, followed by the receiving side returning the ball. The game continues with each side hitting the ball back and forth over the net. Serves must be made diagonally, starting from the right-hand service square and alternating each time a serve is made. The service square is the rectangular section on the opponent's side of the court, diagonally opposite from the server. The ball must be served underhand as it makes contact below the waist, and the server must keep both feet behind the baseline during the serve. Finally, the serve must land diagonally across the court in the service square, opposite from where it was served. As far as scoring goes, only the serving side can score points. Games are played to a certain point limit, often 11, and there must be a 2-point lead to win. Both teams must also let the ball bounce once before volleying, which is hitting the ball without it bouncing. Now let's talk faults. A fault is any action that stops gameplay due to a rule violation. Some common faults include hitting the ball out of bounds, stepping into the non-volley zone and volleying the ball, hitting the ball into the net, and serving from the wrong position or into the wrong service box. If you hit the ball into the net or out of bounds, you lose the rally, which is the back and forth exchange of shots between players or teams. Of course, there are some other rules, but that's the main idea. The best way to learn is to get out and give it a try. And after playing some pickleball, if you work up an appetite, well, you know, pickles. Anyways, let's head over to B for today's lesson on communication.
Welcome back to A Healthier Me with B. Pickleball is one of my favorite hobbies. In pickleball, just like in life, communication is crucial, especially when playing doubles. First, you must keep an eye on the ball, but also on other players. You don't want any accidental collisions. Communication will help to avoid this. It can get tricky when the ball comes close to you and your partner. You may need to quickly determine who will hit the ball. You don't want to bump into each other, but you don't want to let the ball drop either. Always call out when you're going for the ball, especially if it's near your partner. A simple "mine" or "yours" can prevent confusion. When the ball is in the air and it's unclear if it's in or out, it's better to play it, but always communicate with your partner about your decisions. And remember, always communicate respectfully. It's a game and it's meant to be fun. If you need to chase a ball that goes onto another court, always wait for their game to pause before retrieving it or politely asking them to return it. Never disrupt another game. Oh, and I almost forgot. The best part about pickleball is almost anyone can play. Pickleball isn't high impact or overly strenuous, so people at all fitness levels can play together. All you have to do is pick up a paddle. The ball's in your court. And that's that. Let's see what Coach Chloe has in store for us for today's workout. Coach Chloe!
Hey, it's me again, Coach Chloe. Did you know that every time you play pickleball, you are practicing the 7 fundamental body movements? From lunging to reach a far shot, to rotating your torso for that perfect serve, to sprinting across the court, pickleball isn't just a game, it's a full body workout. Let's dive in to see how each step and swing gets us moving and grooving with the 7 fundamental body movements. Starting with push. When you serve or make a forehand stroke, you're pushing the paddle forward and through the ball. As we've learned with other sports, players push off with their feet to gain speed or change direction when moving quickly to reach a ball or reposition on the court. The pull is used during the backhand stroke in pickleball, where the paddle crosses the body, employing a pulling motion. When a ball is just out of reach, a player might lunge to one side or lunge forward to successfully return it. Lunges are common when trying to volley a ball or reach a well-placed shot from the opponent. Players often adopt a slight squat or a semi-crouched position, known as the ready position, to be agile and ready to move in any direction. Additionally, when a ball comes in low, players might squat down to get underneath of the ball and return it effectively. Let's move on to the hinge. Players might bend forward from the waist to get lower to the ground for certain shots, especially if they're trying to scoop up a low ball without fully squatting. And then there is rotation, the torso twist for power. Much of the power in pickleball comes from rotating the torso. Whether it's forehand, backhand, or even a serve, players rotate their upper bodies to generate power and momentum for their shots. Next up, gait. In pickleball, players constantly move around the court, adjusting their positions, approaching the net, or backpedaling to return a deep shot. This movement involves various aspects of gait, from walking and jogging to more rapid sprinting and short bursts. With all of that being said, let's see what movements are in our workout today. Our first movement in today's workout are sit-ups. Start by lying on your back on a mat or a soft surface with your knees bent. Bring your hands above your head, keeping your arms straight. Before initiating the movement, tighten your abdominal muscles. Think of pulling your belly button back towards your spine. This helps to protect your spine and makes the exercise more effective. Using your arms for momentum, swing your arms towards your toes as you use your abdominal muscles to sit your body up to your knees. In this position, your arms should be reaching for your toes and your chest should be close to your knees. Slowly and in a controlled manner, lower your upper body back down to the starting position while bringing your arms back overhead to get ready for another rep. Watch as I complete 5 sit-ups. If this is a little too challenging for you, you can use something or someone to hold your feet down. Ask a family member or friend to hold your feet down. They can sit on your feet or hold your ankles, whichever is more comfortable for both of you. You can also try using a blanket or a t-shirt. Place it right under the balls of your feet. Hold it in both hands and use it as assistance to help you sit up. Let's take some time to try a few sit-ups. If you'd like to try them unassisted first, now is the time. Get ready to perform 5 sit-ups. Ready? Go! Nice job! Our next movement for today is push-ups. We performed this movement back in Season 1, or Unit 1. Remember, there are multiple ways you can perform a push-up. Choose whichever option best fits you and your needs. If you choose to do them like I will be, start in a plank position. Sending your elbows back towards your rib cage, lower yourself all the way down to the ground without losing your plank form. Here, you should be lying on your stomach. From this position, push yourself back up to your plank, trying to keep your body as straight as possible. For a modified version, you can also choose to perform push-ups on your knees. Your feet can either be up with toes pointing towards the ceiling, or down with the tops of your feet flat on the ground. If you choose this option, it is important that you keep your hips in line with your body. Avoid raising your bottom up. This reduces the effectiveness of the exercise. From this position, lower yourself down to the ground. Once your chest is just above the ground, or when you've gone as low as you can comfortably go, push through your hands to lift your body back up to the starting position. You can also choose to perform push-ups with your hands on an elevated surface. Find a stable elevated surface, such as a bench, step, sturdy table, chair, or even a wall. The height of the elevation will determine the difficulty. A higher surface, like a chair, will be easier, while a lower surface, like a step, will be more challenging. With your hands elevated, perform the push-up just as you would on a flat surface. Once your chest is just above the elevated surface, or when you've gone as low as you can comfortably go, push through your hands to extend your elbows and lift your body back to the starting position. Choosing whichever option works best for you, get ready to perform 3 push-ups with me. Ready? Go! The last movement in today's workout is jumping jacks. Start by standing up with your arms down by your sides. Jump your feet apart, and at the same time, bring your arms straight above your head in a sweeping motion to form a V shape. Quickly jump your feet back together, and at the same time, bring your arms back down to your sides. Watch as I perform 5 jumping jacks. Now, I'd like for you to try 5 jumping jacks with me. Ready? Go! Today's workout is going to be a 3-minute AMRAP of 5 sit-ups, 5 push-ups, 15 jumping jacks. The movements in today's workout strengthen upper body and core muscles and enhance cardiovascular endurance, all vital components for a pickleball player's agility, power, and on-court stamina. Today's workout offers a lot of opportunity for choice. You decide which version of each movement works best for you. Each modification is listed in the playbook. If you need to, press pause now and take a moment to look through each of them. If you are doing something different than I am, that is okay. Are you ready? We are working for 3 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go. Excellent work! Always remember, if you are in a pickle over an exercise, there's always a modification available for you. That was a good one. Anyways, let's get ready to head back to the locker room with Caroline. Caroline?
That was a great workout, Coach Chloe. Thanks. As we wrap up today's lesson, remember, just like in pickleball, staying active keeps your body and mind in the game. So grab a paddle, invite a friend, and make a racket about how much fun fitness can be. Keep bouncing, swinging, and moving both on and off the court, and you'll always be serving up your best game. I'll see you next time.